Clickheads, the game show about Wikipedia that we promise isn't boring. Please welcome your hosts, Archie and Bretz.
Hello, you beautiful podcaster, wherever you are listening into Clickheads. It's so good to have you back with us. Hey, Bretzy.
Archie, Patriot, how are you?
I'm very well. I'm very good. Thank you for bringing up the my nationalistic pride that I'd like to take into every single episode of Clickheads.
It is odd that you make us hold hands and sing Waltzing Matilda in a low baritone before the Australian flag before every episode, but I think it comes through.
Now, talking about national pride, this was a genuine conversation that was had between mutual friends of ours on Saturday night. We were watching the Wallabies game. Mm-hmm. Do you think, our national anthem, a lot of weird sentences in that national anthem. Would you agree? Like, the language is very old.
I'm happy, and I promise this is not me being woke or progressive.
Yep.
Politics aside, I genuinely think our national anthem kind of sucks.
Yeah, okay, good.
As like a melody.
Yeah. So, just thinking of alternatives, songs that most Aussies know that should be the national anthem. We were chatting about it last night. Do you think that We Are Australian? The words of that song are great. It's so inclusive.
All jokes aside, whenever someone says, what would we make? Because, there's the obvious...
Waltzing Matilda.
There's the Waltzing Matilda.
Which I don't think that's a national anthem.
I think that takes a bit of the fun away from Waltzing Matilda. Like,
True.
It's still a cheeky song. It's about a swagman and a dead sheep and all that.
Yeah. It doesn't have that much to do with being Australian, like from a national anthem conversation perspective.
If you make Waltzing Matilda the national anthem, it's sort of like making the class clown school captain. It's like, we liked it better when they were the class clown. Like, that's the role. The role is to be the understudy, you know what I mean?
Whereas we are one, but
You're
we
talking,
are many.
we are one, but we are many.
Oh, it's a great song.
And from all the lands. And it's far more progressive because I know they changed one of the lyrics to... I know they changed We Are Young and Free, but that history, that murkiness around Advance Australia Fair, it's been co-opted into all sorts of racist movements. And, it was plonked on us, wasn't it? When did it hasn't been the national anthem for that long.
One episode.
Because it was God Save the Queen for yonks, and then I think there was a vote.
Even that, that's the conversation we were having on the weekend because my wife Lucy, she's English, and we were kind of going through the lyrics of all these national anthems, and it is kind of funny that like the British one, like "Send him victorious, happy and glorious." It's like it sounds like a 3-year-old. It was just like, what rhymes with glorious? Victorious, glorious. There, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And also, it's kind of like this mix between religion and the monarch, and like
New Zealand has an absolute banger of a national anthem.
Funny you say that. We actually put that on afterwards. We were watching a Wallabies game and we said, "Hey Alexa." Great. And then when it changes from Māori to English.
The key change and the language change. Yeah, cool. I mean, I don't think Advance Australia Fair is that catchy. I still sing it.
Yeah.
When,
but just some of the words in it, the lyrics are just it's very old school.
We used to have a joke like, it's like people who are talking about, I think it was a comedy show we used to do, me and Joe and Jack and stuff, called Late Lines, where it was like a late night talk show.
Was that on when you just did cocaine, like really in the morning?
The poster was me doing... It was me with like big eyes and cocaine around my nose, and Mum was like, "What's with this poster?" I was like, "Don't even worry about it." Allegedly. Can you say allegedly when it's you?
I think so.
Allegedly.
Hey, you're the lawyer out of us. You can tell me whatever you want and I'll believe it.
Anyway, allegedly. But I was like, we were talking about when there was all that, ScoMo changed it from young and free to one and free.
Yep.
And how that was, and I was like, listen, as happy as I am to see this change, it's definitely not what we need to be changing. Let's look at some of the other lyrics. What is Gert Bicey? It sounds like the name of a late draft for the NBA. Being like, and coming out now in his first appearance at Madison Square Garden, Gert Bicey. Gert Bicey's going to take it from the 3. Gert Bicey scores. What is Gert Bicey?
Gert Bicey. Does it mean that we're surrounded by the ocean?
Gert. What's Gert?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's only one letter short of girth.
I used to think it was dirt by sea. And I was like, that's a weird thing to call sand.
You know what's funny?
Because really, sand is the dirt of the sea.
Sand is the dirt of the sea.
Sand is the dirt of the sea. So I thought dirt. I used to sing it when I was a kid, like dirt by sea.
Here's one. Right, sand. Is it called sand because it's the gap between the sea and the land? Sand.
Whoa.
You ever heard that one?
I have, but that's pretty cool.
That is pretty awesome, right? Is that why they named it that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway, all those things aside, back to cocaine, actually, briefly. Had a very good chat with a mate of mine on the weekend who was kind of whinging to me about the fact that he's in Europe and he had a hard day a couple of weeks ago watching the World Cup. He had to watch, there was a game that started at 7, 10, 1, and 4, and all of them were unmissable due to various reasons of his allegiance. And he was complaining to me about it. I said, geez, that must have been hard. He goes, yeah, it was. I said, well, how'd you stay up the entire night? Surely you were just doing lines tonight. And he goes, yeah, it was. But it was hard. Like stay up the whole time.
What, he actually...
Cost me a lot of money.
What's it, like by himself?
No, he had a friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sure that's a story you need to share on the pod?
I haven't said who it was. I mean...
No, true.
Anyone who listens to it could probably guess if they know me pretty well.
Your dad.
It was my dad, yeah.
It was Mark.
And he's in rehab and we're trying to sort it out. Hey, look, this is Clickheads. Let's go over the rules quickly.
Yeah.
This is where we try and get from one random Wikipedia page from one to another with 5 clicks or less. We have 30 minutes to do so, and we cannot control F, and we cannot click on countries or cities.
We can't. And you just heard from Lincoln there, Clickhead Lincoln. He has sent in today's suggestion. We are trying to get from Mickey Mouse of Disney fame to the Mini. Now, he's given us a bit of, like, the Mini Cooper is where my head goes to when I hear the word Mini. But
Like
I think...
car, yeah.
We've done a little bit of research. Producer Paige has had a look ahead for us. The Mini Cooper page, I would say, is nigh impossible. It's pretty much just pictures. So we're going to go to, while the Mini Cooper was the idea, I think we go to the Mini page.
Like the brand
of car.
Yep. And this is going to be really easy for us because, as you know, you and I, big car guys.
Big car guys.
We know everything about cars, how to fix them, we know how to drive them, we know how to change tyres on them. Everything you want to know about a car, you and I know.
Jeremy Clarkson and Richard Hammond. And then Paige is James May. That's us. We're the top gear guys. We're top gear guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was the Stig. Fun fact about me.
Yeah. What is this?
What do you mean? What's the Stig?
You were the Stig.
Yeah, I was.
That's wild.
Yeah, I was crazy. I didn't even have my license.
Oh, wow.
But when Jeremy Clarkson calls and says, hey, we don't have room for you to be like an on-camera part of the team, but we'll hide you behind a helmet and you get to wear a white suit, you don't have to ask me twice.
Classic Clarkson.
Yeah. Trying to hide me.
He's like, and then I'll make a 98-pound jam and sell it at a farm.
You know what's annoying? I can't remember. We will get to the podcast soon, but recently he came out and said that, you know how many glasses, like pint glasses, are getting nicked from his pub on his, what's the name of his farm?
Clarkson's farm.
Yeah, but it's got a funny
Diddly
name.
Squat?
Diddly Squat, yeah. So he's got a pub on the farm too.
What's that called? The Farmer's Dog is the...
Sure. I don't even know.
I think the name of the pub is like the Farmer's Dog.
That sounds right.
But Diddly Squat is the farm name.
Correct, yeah.
Which is funny.
And, yeah, he's getting like, I think there's like 6,000 or 7,000 pint glasses are getting stolen every week from his pub. From just the amount of tourists who are going there and going, well, mate, you're charging me a fortune just to see your farm. Well, I'm going to take a little souvenir for free back with me. And we've all stolen things from pubs before.
Stealing glasses is much more of a cultural staple in the UK than it is in Australia, solely because each beer, and I love this about the UK, each beer is sold in the pint glass aligned with the actual beer. So you get a Guinness in a Guinness glass, you get a neck oil in their particular glass.
Their glasses are so cool.
The neck oil
They're the
one,
best.
you know what, the neck oil glass, the design kind of looks like Kalen Ponga's arm. You know how, like, he's getting better now, but he has all those, like, shitty little, you know, those little, like, scratch tattoos ones? It kind of looks like lots of little tattoos on the glass.
Little anime things. And icons almost.
I do like the neck oil one.
The art on those glasses are amazing.
Then there was the...
Ooh, I want one now.
Who was... Oh, there was one really good brand that had Camden Hells. They had, like, quite a wide pint glass, but you were like, surely this is more than a pint.
Yeah, you're right. So in England, you can get, every beer's got its own glass. Like, you know, the Carling, and they have their own glasses too, but here in Australia, you just get that
Just get a
classic schooner. Unless you get a Guinness.
You just get a Headmaster and then a beer. But, yeah, it's pretty... I think it's understandable that people steal. Our share house had so much. I mean, I've spoken openly about my stealing era in the UK. And yeah, they would, like, I didn't particularly steal glasses because I was so nervous that I'd get caught, trip over and smash the glass and, like, cut myself. But a lot of my mates were happy to. But also, you can drink in the streets.
Yeah.
So people would just kind of often forget they were drinking and be like, let's go to the next venue. And then they'd walk and be like, oh, shit, I'm still holding a Guinness.
Talking about stealing things, just before we get into the pod this week, my mate, before the wedding, we did this whole night with all of our friends. We got them all together and we went and played shuffleboard at this place. It was really interactive. And we kind of hide out a private room. And the winner overall of the whole thing got given this enormous trophy. The trophy, it was stupidly big, right? It was like a novelty-sized trophy. My mate pinched it. You're not supposed to. It's supposed to just be for your little function and you give it back. Somehow, I have no idea how because I had to leave.
Did he get it back to Australia?
He lives in Switzerland, so I believe...
Oh, it's Kiss.
It's still there.
So Kiz has got it.
Yeah, he's still got this enormous trophy. It's like the size of, like, if you're a football fan, you're listening to this, like the Champions League trophy. It is one of the most obnoxiously big trophies ever.
Wow.
He somehow managed to
Get it
swivel
out.
that out of there. I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
Oh, he shelved it.
It would fit. Shall we do the pod? And don't forget the booby trap. We've got one more rule. We have a booby trap rule. And maybe it will come into play today because I don't know much about cars, but is Mini Cooper at a British model? I believe it is.
Yeah, why not?
We cannot discover or read the word Rowan Atkinson, the actor. If we do, game over immediately. It's our booby trap.
Oh, wow. Wait, you're right. Lincoln just said in his voice note it was driven by Mr. Bean. I didn't even clock that when Lincoln said it.
Oh, shit.
Lincoln said this car famously driven by Mr. Bean.
So
Lincoln's trying to fucking Atkinson us.
Lincoln is trying to get some Clickheads history so that he can be attributed to the first beaning.
And it can't be a coincidence that Lincoln is also the name of a car. I'm sorry, open your eyes, sheeple. What the fuck? Lincoln's trying to bean us. Oh, did we just get beaned on our own podcast?
I refuse for Lincoln to flick our bean this early.
Do not flick our bean.
No, we're not.
Lincoln?
But Lincoln...
Just because our husband is away, you will not flick our bean.
Absolutely not,
just
Lincoln.
Because he's
you
been
dirty boy.
Just like he's been at war. Just because he went off to the Trojan War 20 years ago, it does not mean Penelope will be sitting around flicking bean.
And I was going to put on my bingo card. It took 11 and a half minutes for you to chuck in an Odyssey reference.
I genuinely think that's pretty restrained.
I'm very well impressed with that, actually.
I did just... I've been in the studio for an hour talking about the Odyssey by myself. All my friends are movies.
Hey, don't plug your other podcast when you're on our one.
It's called Intertextuality, where all the podcasts are speaking to each other. Whatever. Should we do this?
Are you impressed that I knew Trojan horses from the Odyssey just quickly?
No, everyone knows that. What are you fucking talking about?
I thought that was cool.
30 minutes remaining.
And also...
5 clicks remaining.
So we're starting on Mickey Mouse.
Now, this is going to be tricky because Mickey Mouse, obviously in the world of entertainment, and Mr. Bean, who drives a Mini Cooper, would be the obvious route to try and get to. But holy mackerel, Lincoln, you are one crafty young whippersnapper.
Let's do some history about Mickey Mouse, cartoon character, co-created in 1928 by Walt Disney and Ube Iwerks.
Now, co-created by Walt Disney and Ube Iwerks. How do you think the conversation went between the two of them being like, Walt was like, bro, I love you so much, and I cannot believe we've created this particularly charismatic mouse together, but we're not calling the fucking company iWorks. We're not calling it Ubeworks. We got to call it Disney. And Ube is like, what are you fucking talking? Are you nuts?
Amazing that he didn't walk away from that. Like, it wasn't such a bone of contention that he said, I don't even think this Disney thing's going to take off. Like the Beatle who quit.
Yeah, it is like that. Well, I mean, it's wild. Maybe they did. Because maybe but imagine if Disney nowadays was called Earworks.
Well, is that far removed from DreamWorks?
Not really.
No, it kind of works.
IWERKS. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe Earworks has bought Marvel. They're going to make so many sequels. Oh, you're kidding. Earworks is the Earworks Corporation. Hey, where are we going on our holiday in California? We're going to hit the theme parks? You better believe we're going to Earworks land.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all.
Can I tell you one of my
No,
favourite...
and what's with the first name? UB.
Yeah.
UB.
Well, I mean, I'm still trying to recover from mispronouncing the surname that probably a lot of people know.
What, Disney?
No, Earworks. What is it?
Holy shit.
He drove a Mini Cooper.
Earworks. Oh, fuck. Does that count as a click because I clicked on it?
Did you actually click?
Yeah, I did. I went to look at. I forgot we were playing a game, and I got curious about Earworks.
Are you shitting me?
I think I've just wasted a click.
Well, now it's going to be infinitely harder.
4 clicks remaining.
Now, this is your standard definition TV.
We've done this for 16 episodes now. This is our first accidental click.
You know, you can just hover over it to just get a little bit of info.
I genuinely forgot we were on a podcast for a second and became so obsessed with what the fuck UB could be short for. And guess what it's short for? UB is short for UBBE.
It's kind of like when
His
Homer
full
Simpson...
name is Ub Earth Uworks. He was an American animator.
Why did he shorten it?
He was widely known for his early work with Walt Disney Productions, especially for having worked on the creation of Mickey Mouse and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Well, you can tell he named Oswald.
Hey, that was my grandfather's name.
Oswald?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Did he go by...
He was the original Archie.
He was Archie, yeah?
Yeah. And he was drawn by Ub Iwerks, actually. It was quite an amazing story for my family. Hey, I'm annoyed we're off the Mickey Mouse page.
Up.
I'm really annoyed we're off it because I wanted to tell you a very brief story about Mickey Mouse.
You still can. It's okay.
Okay. I once met a man who was dressed up as Mickey Mouse at a dress-up party. This man, whilst looking as Mickey Mouse, his name was Reese. And to this day, I will never forget this man because here's how he introduced himself to me. He goes, "Hey, Archie, my name's Reese. You have to smile to say it." He was dressed up as Mickey Mouse when he said that sentence to me.
My
And
name's
I would
Reese.
argue-
You have to smile to say
Say the name Reese.
Reese.
No, you're not doing it on purpose like that.
Reese. You don't have to smile to say it.
Reese.
Reese.
See?
Reese.
You did it. Look at the camera when
That's
you
not-
say it.
Reese.
No, you're purposely trying not to do it.
Reese.
I've never
I don't want to validate this freak
I know you don't.
who's walking around dressed as a mouse telling people. When you say he was dressed like Mickey Mouse, did he just have like the famous Disney ears?
He had his nose was black.
Wow.
And
So,
everything.
so he was in blackface.
Well, he was in black nose. It's right
was in-
now. That's still acceptable.
Some
Maybe
people,
not in a few
I
years.
cannot believe how many politicians in their past have photos of them in mouse face. It's simply a disgrace. You did mouse face.
But can I say, I've never, we meet a lot of people and I'm so bad at names, I immediately forget them. It was one of the best introductions to never, ever forget that person. I can't think of another example.
What other names are there? Clarice?
There you go. Saw a little
Clarice.
smile there. Oh, look, you're smiling with that one.
Well, it's because I'm thinking about Silence of the Lambs. Have the lambs stop screaming, Clarice.
Clarice.
It's creepy to say Reese.
It is. He was.
What
No, he
about,
was
what's
okay.
your
He was a
favourite
nice guy.
musical? Grease.
Exactly. It's kind of like you have to smile when you say it, or at
Hello,
least
I'm your
show
I'm your real estate agent. Would you like to extend your lease? It's weird. You can do it. It's just like it's like cheese. Cheese.
I'm just telling you a funny anecdote.
It is a funny anecdote.
So we're on.
I'm trying to distract from the fact that I fucked up and I've made us go to. So now we need to get from now. Okay, we can't go to Mr. Bean because that's dangerous. But do you think there are other minis in history? Like are there like the Italian Job? What was the car in that? You're
Yeah,
only
I
meant
think
to
that
blow the
was-
bloody doors off. Was that a mini?
Yeah, I
is
think
that
it
a
was a mini.
chase that they have?
If it wasn't it was definitely a Mini Cooper because they've always got the British flags as the indicators on those cars.
I'm almost sure the Italian Job was a mini.
Yeah.
So
I'm still not over the fact that this Ub guy, right? Like he's shortened. His first name is UB, but the long form is UBBE. But when you say it, it's the same thing. Why did he change it?
I don't know.
It really reminds me of that episode of The Simpsons when Homer's trying to discover his middle name. He just knew it as the letter J. And he spends the whole episode finally figuring out and getting to a mural to figure out that it's actually just J, J-A-Y. This is...
Apparently J. Robert Oppenheimer,
Yes,
the J doesn't stand for anything. They just threw it in.
that's cool.
Apparently it's just J.
Single letter. That's like Seal and Sher
Do you feel like more
or Beyonce.
historical figures than you'd expect have a J in their initials? Donald J. Trump,
JFK.
JFK, Jay-Z.
J. Cole.
The rapper.
Yep.
I saw-
Culturally as
I s-
important as the other aforementioned people.
I saw J. Cole once at Suncorp Stadium as part of Rapture Fest
I feel like I saw him on some kind of lineup where it
with Eminem and Kendrick. Yeah.
was definitely the guy.
I thought he was great. I thought he was actually better than Kendrick on the day. Kendrick had only released Good Kid, Mad City. He hadn't dropped To Pimp a Butterfly yet.
Loser.
Sorry. Just a couple of white guys talking rap on a podcast. Yeah, we get it.
Okay, so now we've wasted a click and we've now somehow... we've got to go into the automotive world.
Well, here's what I think. I'm seeing Alfred Hitchcock. I'm wondering if we click on Alfred Hitchcock and that gets us to... And there's also Mary Poppins. Does one of these movies get us to...
Mary Poppins, interesting.
Like, I'm trying to think who was in the... Now, I'll tell you who was in the original Italian Job was Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
So if we could get to Michael Caine...
Deliver this information as Michael Caine.
If we could get from Michael Caine...
Yep.
And we avoid burying another Batman, because I have buried too many members of the Wayne family.
Yes.
But if we can get to Michael Caine
Right.
without seeing Rowan Atkinson, then jolly well good. We're only meant to blow the blood doors off.
Okay.
And I think we could get to the Italian Job, which gets us straight to a Mini. Now, how we get there is a question, Mr. Wayne.
That's a pretty good Michael Caine.
I think on the spot it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I like to do that to you sometimes, you know.
Well, here we are at the page for Ub Iwerks, which was very nearly the name of Disney Corporation. And he met Walt Disney in 1919 at an art studio. I reckon I reckon they were banging.
You reckon?
I'm going to start that.
Lovers.
I reckon they were lovers.
He's an interesting looking cat.
I mean, how many straight guys are meeting mates and being like, want to draw a mouse? It's very gay. And I mean that with respect.
I don't know. He was too busy drawing Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which kind of sounds like a vibrator. Let's be honest. We're all friends here. Have you got the latest Oswald 2.0?
It'll make you hop.
What would be on the packaging of a vibrator called Oswald the Lucky Rabbit? What colour is that box?
I think that box would be white.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or like I think it'd be it'd be like two little ears, both with a vibrator.
It's not the most sexy name, Oswald, to be fair.
You know the Walt Disney Corporation has long been tarred with Nazi affiliation.
And you were just saying that you believe in most of Nazism and what they stood for, right? You said that before we recorded.
I don't recall saying that.
I definitely remember you hearing that. You
allegedly.
You can't say that if it's about yourself.
Allegedly.
I thought we've distinguished that on this podcast.
I don't know. I'm just going to say they're not doing much to field they're not doing much to combat the Nazi accusations with animators, including Ubs Eriksson, Rudolf Ising, Frizz Furlang. Honestly, you could just tell me these guys are like high-ranking members of the Third Reich, and I'd be like, of course. Well, they've got the most Nazi-sounding names I've ever heard.
These guys had a big falling out. Across 1929, Eworks became increasingly resentful of Disney's leadership.
Yeah, because he said, I'm not using your fucking weird surname for the company. We're calling it the Disney Corporation.
What if when they're having their massive falling out, he was just trying to get votes in the office and he's walking around with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit and he's trying to convince all the other workers, like, guys, Mickey Mouse is shit. What we want to get around as the absolute pinpoint of this company, the flagship character is going to be Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Don't worry about that Walt guy. What the fuck is that name, Walt? How many letters is that? My name's only got 2 letters. Easy to remember.
I'm sorry, you're telling me there's more commercial perspective in a mouse than a rabbit?
Yeah. 20 minutes remaining.
I am reading. He did end up... sorry. Mum, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Mum,
it's outrageous.
Maybe your mum.
Mum heard me talking about Nazis.
I also got a call. I missed a call as well from Donnie.
All right. Well, now we're just doing personal matters during the podcast. This doesn't help us at all.
Can you believe this? I miss a call from Donnie, and then he said, follows up with a text being like, so I guess you hate me. What is this, my year 9 girlfriend? We've all got fucking jobs here, Donnie.
Ours is very serious right now. Our job's to try and get to a Mini
We're talking about what if a rabbit was a vibrator.
So
we've all got busy days.
Dick Van Dyke, so in the Mary Poppins part, his last major work for a Disney film was the further improvement of his visual effects processes for Mary Poppins. So that's quite interesting that he had a role to play in that movie.
It is.
Now, Dick Van Dyke, he seems like the kind of cat who would have driven a Mini Cooper.
He does.
When he wasn't too busy cleaning chimneys, he was driving his Mini Cooper. That's the ad.
Chimney, dee-doo.
Mini Cooper. It'll drive you so far across the land border. Mini Cooper. If you get bored while driving, you can finger yourself with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
So graphic today.
Sorry, mate.
You're being so graphic today. Okay, what about this? What about...
Oh!
What?
World War II. Interesting. No. Oh, okay. I feel like you can't just veto something now that you've wasted a click on this episode. Your standing in the podcast this week is...
Okay, fine.
No. You're passionately not wanting to send us down to World War II. I'm just saying
we've done this before and we know how big the page is. There's no world where they're like, and also some of the cars. Can I say something?
That's cars made famous by World War II.
Yeah.
You knew it, you loved it, you drove it.
Michael Caine played Scrooge in a Muppets Christmas Carol. If we can get to the Muppets, we can get to Michael Caine, we can get to the Italian Job, I think we're going to get to a Mini Cooper. Now, we're banking a lot on the fact that the Mini Cooper was the car in Italian Job, but I'm almost certain it was.
So how do we get to Italian Job?
From Michael Caine.
And Michael Caine is going to get us, who's on this page? From Mary Poppins.
I'm thinking if we can get like...
Alfred Hitchcock.
Walt Disney, and they didn't make the Muppets, but I'm looking around whether we could get to like his filmography, Puss in Boots. I'm just going down and trying to see like how do we get to something that is like a Christmas Carol.
So all of his illustrations and work is detailed quite extensively down the bottom. So I'm just trying to think. So you're going through that. Like what is what era was the Mini Cooper made? Was it in the 50s or 40s?
Well, that's why I'm trying very hard to get to the. I'm trying to get to the Muppets.
His page kind of stops. Actually, when did this cat die? Did he die young?
It feels like he did. He
71.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. Kicked around for 70 years.
Pretty good run for Herbs Ickland. So, yeah, there's nothing Christmassy in here. I'm trying to find like a Christmas. Obviously, Steamboat Willie was the big breakthrough, which again could also be a vibrator.
It was on the same shelf as Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, that's for sure.
The Steamboat Willie.
You got to use a key to unlock that cupboard.
It's the only vibrator that gives off steam. Well, there's
Ouch. Oh, ouchie.
Because steam's hotter than the water sometimes.
What is it, like an internal iron? Ouch.
Did The Simpsons do a video? Like Michael Caine might have starred in a Simpsons episode. I'm just going all in on this Michael Caine theory.
101 Dalmatians. There's a lot of
The Parent Trap. Who else was in? I just think we need to. So we've used a click.
Mm-hmm.
Because I messed up. But there's Looney Tunes. If we go to the
I'm just wondering if we go down the path of one of the actual. I quite like the Mary Poppins Dick Van Dyke route.
But
Hollywood.
Dick Van Dyke hasn't worked with. How does that? Where are you trying? What's your? Give me your next click.
After Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I feel like I've come with a plan and a strategy.
Oh,
and
mate,
you just want to click on Dick Van
My
Dyke.
strategy was airtight until you clicked on Ube Eckert. I was on I was already there, but then...
Yeah, but I've come to you with a problem and a solution.
Oh, God, don't do that to me on a podcast.
I have though.
Boring.
I have come to you with a problem and a solution. Problem, I made an early click by accident on this guy. But solution, I've got a way of getting to what we want.
Yeah, but what's the hyperlink on this particular page that we're going to go for?
That's what I'm still trying to find. I still think getting to Michael Caine through... Okay, who's in Mary Poppins? And who's done a famous movie with... Okay, Emily Blunt, for example.
Well, this is your wheelhouse. I don't know if they're not like Mary Poppins...
I'm just trying to think of quick. Mary Poppins...
Just think that'd be a fun page to go to.
Okay, fine.
I don't know.
Let's do it.
Well, I'd rather go to Mary than Dick Van Dyke.
All right, let's go to Mary Poppins then.
Okay.
Because I did mess up, so you can have this one and you can get us out of this.
Oh, geez, that's putting a lot of pressure on me. Wow.
Well, you know.
All right.
You're very intent on clicking on Mary Poppins. I don't think it's a good idea, but here we go.
Well, all right, fine. Let's do it. Sorry, Lincoln.
3 clicks remaining.
Right. So, here we are. Let's see if we can find...
Geez, I tell you what, talking about blackface.
Yeah,
some
Jesus.
very incriminating photos on the side of this with Dick Van Dyke. Now, admittedly, he was a chimney cleaner.
I think him being a chimney sweep is helpful,
Yes.
but goodness gracious.
Julie Andrews, she's got a little bit of black nose going.
Now, was Julie Andrews in... Okay. Do you want to vamp and I'll just go full movie nerd and just start looking around?
I'm trying to remember the first time I ever saw Mary Poppins. Certainly something my mum made me watch. When would you say is the last time you saw Mary Poppins?
Quite a few years ago.
Yeah, more than a decade?
Yeah, it's probably been more than 10 years since I've sat down and watched Mary Poppins. It was a big film for me, though. I remember getting it. My mum got it for me on VHS, and I was very, very excited. I love this movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
I adore this film. I never actually saw the Mary Poppins Returns sequel.
It really, just a great movie to highlight the fantastic work that nannies do. Also, has there been ever...
Well, was she a good nanny?
Well, I
she
think
sort of
she was
abducted
fun.
the kids and took them to another dimension.
Yeah, but she was fun. And I think that's what you want in a nanny. Also,
she was feeding them sugar
here's one for you
in
as
lieu
well.
of medicine.
I just want to do a bit of a takedown of anyone who listens to this podcast who works in the umbrella industry. I dare say Mary Poppins, it was released in 1964. I don't think umbrellas have had a marketing campaign nearly as compelling as Mary Poppins, and it has been almost 60 years. So my question to the umbrella industry is, what the fuck are you doing?
So true.
Why haven't you come up with a better marketing ploy to sell your product? There's a movie from the 60s that's been doing all the heavy lifting, which is exactly what it did because it heavily lifted humans off the ground.
What do you think has contributed to the downturn in umbrella popularity?
Oh,
which again, climate change?
Obviously
Obviously climate change.
not
Yep.
raining enough. I mean,
Climate change does sometimes mean there's quite a lot of rain, doesn't it?
Oh,
But people are probably...
yeah, it does.
You know what it is? It's probably as we're more progressive sexually, people are less concerned about being wet because they're like, whatever.
Yeah, well, they've just finished
Whatever,
up
I'm
having
wearing,
a s-
I'm wearing a white shirt and
I
I'm
don't
wet.
care.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they've had a session with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and they're just going out to attack the day.
Man, I
Yeah.
couldn't decide if I wanted my Steamboat Willie or my...
I don't know. I still don't like getting rained on though.
Dick,
But
Dick Van Dyke could also be a vibrator name.
yeah, but that was low hanging fruit. I feel like we're more creative in the other ones we've said.
Hey, we're better than that on this podcast.
Come on, mate.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
Well, I don't know, man. There's a lot of ways we could easily get to, but I don't think we can do it in 3 clicks. I'm scared about the clicks. So
Okay, just it's a British car, obviously, right? The Mini Cooper. Yep. There's a hyperlink for the East End of London. Is that where the original factory for Mini Coopers?
you are just these are all the biggest what ifs ever. I'm coming to you with an option
I'm dreaming.
of the Italian
we started
job.
with an animated cartoon full of imagination, Bretz. I'm full of imagination today.
You honestly, and I will never fault your imagination and your childhood sense of wonder.
Thank you.
As you pontificate about vibrators and whatever you've been doing over there while I try to win us a game.
Well, I've just been trying to talk while you look because I'm trying to fill the air after we went off with a rogue. You got click happy.
Okay.
All right, here we go. What do you got?
I wonder if we click on, for example, Sean Connery, who I suspect would have worked with Michael Caine
Yep.
in like a film.
Yep. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just getting my phone to write down our clicks again.
Okay.
So you reckon?
So I'm wondering if my Michael Caine knowledge is genuinely not that good.
Jesus, can I tell you a hard thing to write down on your phone with autocorrect? Eckert. It just continually tries to correct that. I tried 3 times just then and it won't save.
You try to get an Uber.
10 minutes remaining.
So you're suggesting to go to Sean Connery?
What if we went Sean Connery, Michael
Caine.
Clark, the Italian
Michael
job,
Clark or Michael Caine?
Michael Caine. In what is a
Italian
stunning
job? We don't have enough clicks.
We don't have enough clicks to get. We need to get to Italian job. So who else was in the damn Italian job?
Wasn't who's the guy who voices
Jason Statham was in the remake.
Yeah, wasn't also the guy who voices Chris in Family Guy? I'm having
Seth Green.
Yeah, Seth Green. Was he in the Italian job?
Yeah, he was. But this is all the remakes.
Yeah, okay.
So there is an original. But yeah, again, even if we can find someone who was okay, well, let's look at the cast of like the new. This is why it's hard.
Okay, I'm just going to throw movies at you. You tell me who was in it. Guardians of the Galaxy. That seems like a movie Seth Green could have voiced a character in.
Not that I know.
Okay. Boss Baby.
That was Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
Alec Baldwin he's probably done a movie with Michael Clark.
Michael Caine.
Oh, fucking no. I'm not.
Michael Clark. Are you his agent? Are you trying to get him some movie credits?
Honestly, I can't imagine many more stressful jobs than Michael Clark's agent.
Exactly.
That would be being his PR team would be difficult work.
Oh no, this looks like a Japanese. No.
Okay, in 2013,
The Simpsons.
Well, everyone's done a voice cameo in The Simpsons. That's what I'm like. And have they they might have done a whole bloody episode about the Italian job. That's so hard to know.
God, The Simpsons is a good page to go to though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just thinking about the likelihood of it connecting an actor who, well, they did that crossover episode with Family Guy. That was very
That's
big.
Seth MacFarlane, not Seth Green.
What do you mean? But Seth Green.
Does he play Chris?
Yeah, he's the voice of Chris.
Oh, yeah.
I'm clutching straws here, brother.
I know. It's really quite difficult.
Is there anything about cars that they drove in this movie? Like, let's think about that. That's one of the main.
Well, like Emily Blunt is here.
Okay.
The Odd Couple, the Dick Van Dyke Show. So what do we need to get to on this page? Like,
we just need to be getting closer to the car manufacturing industry. Like, I don't even know what. Yeah, I like the idea of going through the movie route to get to the car.
getting onto the Italian job.
Because I don't know what parent company owns Mini. I wouldn't have a fucking clue.
I don't know any of this shit.
No.
No one does.
I mean, geez, we're trying to get to a car, and I think it tells you everything you need to know about you and I. We're on Mary Poppins right now. So that tells you how close
and I are getting.
She
She didn't even drive. She used an umbrella to get around the ULEZ zone. That's why she
Again,
did it.
My biggest takeout is the umbrella marketing industry right
I
now.
mean, that is a great learning.
Casting,
Air 500
filming,
users.
music, home media, box office.
We need to
creative
do
response.
something.
We do.
I think we click on Emily Blunt, and maybe that helps. I'm just trying to get us towards something.
It's between Emily Blunt and The Simpsons for me. But
what-
you know what? We went with my click to Mary Poppins, so why don't we Emily Blunt it
All
for
right,
you?
we're going to click on Emily Blunt.
Now, where is that?
2 clicks remaining.
I'll find it.
It's
You
under
go.
it's under sequel. So we got 2 clicks.
There's a sequel to Mary Poppins?
It's called Mary Poppins Returns. It came out like 4 or 5 years ago. It stars Emily Blunt and
it-
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Is it terrible?
Didn't see it.
Okay.
I heard it was fine. But okay, so here we are. We're looking for something around the Italian Job. Now,
Emily Blunt.
was in Oppenheimer. She was in Oppenheimer in this one. She's actually a very good singer, Emily Blunt. I heard she was going to make it as a pop star, if not for her. Okay, she broke through in The Devil Wears Prada. And then what else was she in? Let's have a look. And was she in anything about cars?
Well, look, there is stuff about. She made a British screen debut television drama, Boudica,
Okay.
about the life of the ancient Celtic warrior queen who fought the Romans. Her British drama, My Summer of Love, about an infatuation between 2 young women from different socioeconomic backgrounds, set in the English countryside.
Benny Safdie. There are just
Judi
so
Dench.
many people's names in this.
Why this is just a question for the Wikipedia editors who listen to this podcast. Why aren't you including a subsection on every actor or actress's page about cars they drive?
Oh,
It needs to be there.
sincerely.
Yeah.
I can't see a way to do this with 2 clicks because I'm just not seeing any connection to any. And again, I cannot stress enough how many actors are named here.
5 minutes remaining.
Oh, I actually thought we had 10 minutes remaining.
And I just straight up can't remember any more of the cast of the remake of The Italian Job. I don't know anyone else who was in it apart from Michael Caine. I can't find Michael Caine on this page. Again, there are so many actors mentioned. So many actors mentioned. I don't know why. This one's agitated me a lot.
I can tell. I can hear it in your voice.
I'm agitated.
I think I pissed you off with the whole Reese thing and the smiling.
No, that was fine.
That was really the part that...
No, I had fun with that.
Oh, okay.
I think I genuinely thought this was quite doable today. And I'm aware we haven't had a win for a while. Look, here it is, The Muppets. So now we get The Muppets.
On Emily Blunt's page.
She made a cameo appearance in Disney's The Muppets as Miss Piggy's receptionist. So if we clicked on The Muppets...
That would have been on the Disney page at the start.
I don't think so.
You just wanted to go via Mary Poppins.
I thought we needed
We need to learn about Oob.
We needed to show respect for nannies, as you said. We needed to, and I was a nanny in the UK. I was a manny.
You're a Manny.
I looked after
Manny say, what? Deep
Manny
cut.
said- I did look after a child over there. That was what I would do all day at a school as a teaching assistant. Then I would go straight, and I couldn't afford the tube, so I'd walk an hour from the school to the house. No, to the school of the kid. I'd pick the kid up at after school care, take him home. I had to make him dinner and stuff.
Did you, when you interviewed for that job, was the husband a bit weird about it?
No, it was all right.
Okay. Because that's always like a thing that they depict on TV and stuff.
They wanted, well, usually I think they were pretty happy to get a male so the husband wouldn't fuck me.
Do you reckon now that you've got, I mean, again, respectfully, you are a cancer survivor.
Thank you.
You think now it'd be harder to get a job as a male nanny with that massive scar on your face? It's a serious question.
I am going to make your young man into a very, maybe, I don't know. It is giving Bond. I think it would be harder, yeah.
Okay, cool. Maybe what we should do, a bit of homework after this episode is
Are we just giving up?
Oh, no. I'm pretty convinced that we can still get there. We've got a couple of minutes to go. Sorry, I just got really sidetracked with all the Manny chat.
I can talk more about being a Manny.
Oh, please.
It
So
was
much more I want
exciting,
to know. We could do a roundabout. We could go back to Julie Andrews for a bit of fun.
What, to go back to Mary Poppins?
Well, maybe Julie Andrews drove a Mini. Is there anyone here that might also...
This is going to be one of those ones, because I made a mistake earlier, where a lot of people are going to be like, I did this easy. A lot of people are going to do this one. I'm going to click on the Muppets. Should we click on the Muppets?
Too old. And you reckon that's going to have Well, whatever, because it's a pretty funny page. Let's go to it, whatever.
Annoyingly, this is the Muppets film. Like a specific
One
film.
click remaining.
The 2011 American musical comedy.
Yeah, which doesn't get us anywhere. Yeah, Michael Caine has found a really, really interesting way to skirt around being in these movies. I think Michael Caine is like one of these people we think of as like one of the most famous actors. Has he been in that many movies?
Well, apparently one of the reasons that he wasn't is because he kept getting overlooked for Michael Clark.
Yeah.
They just kept casting Australian cricketer Michael Clark, and that's
I heard they were halfway through shooting Batman Begins,
true.
where everyone started saying, "Why does Alfred keep trying to fight Carl Stefanovic?" And why is Alfred just off screen with screaming at Lara Bingle half the time and practicing his cover drive? This doesn't make any sense. Christian Bale's getting upset. You know what we've done? We've cast Michael Clark as Alfred instead of Michael Caine. That's so annoying.
Have you heard about the really tense thing that happened in the auditions for that movie? Christopher Nolan directed the Dark Knight, right?
He did.
And when he was about to, he said, "Michael Clark, you're not the one we're looking for." You know what he turned around and said to him?
What?
"Get ready for a broken fucking arm." Nolan was like, "Whoa, I don't need this on my on my set. That's toxic."
1 minute remaining.
Yeah. All right, mate. Get ready for a broken fucking arm.
Yeah. And then
That's
he
what
thought that was in
Alfred. That's what
character.
Alfred said to the Joker.
Yeah.
They're like, "Well, this kind of does work."
You reckon that's what Michael Clark said to Carl Stefanovic when they're having that fight in Noosa?
You think it's like his catchphrase? Whenever he's in a confrontation, he just says, "Get ready for a broken fucking arm."
Well, it's like in wrestling. The Rock would always say, "Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?" And then he'd lay the smackdown on him.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Michael Clark he's about to like fist up. He goes,
That
"Get
is
ready
fun.
for a broken fucking arm."
Get ready for
Bang.
a broken fucking arm. Well, I can't even believe that after being the lead role in a Muppets movie, there wasn't even a cameo from Michael Clark.
And
There are
there's,
just
there's
look at
too
this.
much information
Adam
on
Sandler,
this
Bill
page.
Hader, Vince Vaughn, John Favreau, Christian Bale. Like so we've lost. So I'm gonna click on Christian Bale, and then I'm gonna click on the Dark Knight trilogy, and then I'm gonna click on Michael Caine. Again, this is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
You get nothing. You lose.
Now, I will say this, Lincoln, if you're listening, I'm going to take a win out of the fact that he, I believe, had some sinister reasons why he wanted us to try to get to the mini. I think he wanted to Rowan Atkinson us. So I'm going to take a small win, Bretz, and say the fact we didn't get Rowan Atkinson is a small win.
It is a small win.
Okay?
I'm going to click on The Italian Job, the 1969 film, which was at the very top of Michael Clark's filmography.
Michael
And-
Caine.
Michael.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What's on Kane's page?
No, this is on The Italian Job. You're going to kill me. You're actually going to kill me. The popularity of The Italian Job led to several parodies in other films, including the 2005 episode of The Simpsons titled The Italian Bob and a reenactment of the Mini Cooper car chase.
What?
It's at the very top of The Italian Job page.
Okay, so we would have got there anyway.
So my theory is right, but
Yeah.
we might have been able to find a way through The Simpsons.
Okay, I need to prove
Which again,
this.
it's like The Simpsons has been going for so long that it's like, of course they've done a full episode parodying the Italian. This one has just fucked me. Because it was all movies and I failed.
Now,
But I was right about The Italian Job. The Italian Job has Mini Cooper in its first, summary area.
look, to make you feel better, I'm on the Simpsons page and I've done a little cheeky Control F now that the game's over for Italian. And look, in season 17, there's a hyperlink for the actual episode called The Italian Bob. We never would have found that.
It would have been too hard.
It's
Without
like
yeah.
It's not even. There's no information. This is interesting actually on the Simpsons page, just for future episodes we might need. If we go, the Simpsons parodied it on the Simpsons Wikipedia page. Every single season, every episode of the season is hyperlinked, which I assume will then lead to information about that episode. That is insane.
And now
Wow.
now we know almost everything in pop culture has been parodied by them.
Yeah.
So I cannot believe.
So have you ever seen the Simpsons Carl Stefanovic parody?
Nah, I'm looking forward
Dude,
to it.
they did it like 3 seasons ago. It's crazy, mate. Some people are calling you a hack. I mean, I tell them they're wrong.
They're
but
chopping my grass.
so that's really really good to know.
I know I messed up with the Herbs Erkland click at the beginning, our first ever accidental click. Will you give me some credit for continuing in the face of you saying Let's click on World War II. There might be cars. Let's click on Dick Van Dyke. Will you give me some credit that my thinking about the Italian Job was right?
Yeah, it's a good recovery. As you said,
It's rarely that we see bang Italian Job, but I just couldn't get to my... this is my big learning. Michael Caine, firstly, he's not Michael Clarke, the former Australian cricket captain. They're different people. And secondly, not overly... For someone with such a big impact culturally, not in that many iconic movies.
No, but he just seems to have such an iconic voice, and his nuanced way of speaking is just recreated so often.
This is in like Get Carter.
Can I just, sorry, the Italian Job, I'm on the 2003 film?
No, I'm on the 1969 film, man.
Ah, okay. Gotcha, okay. Because, yeah, the
You
2000...
kept coming back to the remake, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about the original.
I haven't seen the original.
The real one, yeah.
No, I've only seen the remake.
No.
With Sethy Green.
Yeah. So this is, yeah.
So we're bombed out.
But well, again, it's like another example of like, it's the same as last time. It's like we were right in our thinking. It's always clicks and time. We got to stop fucking around on the first click.
But that's part of the fun.
I know.
Because if we just played the game, then we wouldn't talk about, Disney characters that could be vibrators, or we
That's
wouldn't
true.
talk about why umbrellas haven't been marketed well since Mary Poppins. I mean,
Yeah.
we're losing the essence. The essence is the podcast. That is what Clickheads is all about.
But are the people going to want to win soon? Because
Yeah,
I feel like
well-
I feel like at this point maybe people are just like, these guys just they're posers.
Well, throw a dog a bone then. If you listen to Clickheads every week, firstly, thank you.
Thank you
Secondly,
so much.
if you've been listening to all these episodes and all these people keep sending us in voice notes with challenges, if you think, like as you can hear in Bretz's voice, that he's desperate for a win, can you send us something that you reckon's easy?
I sincerely, the problem is I think this one probably was easy, and I messed up.
It's funny, when I heard Lincoln's voice note, I thought, no way are we going to get there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I really didn't. Only because I just don't know anything about cars.
Yeah, I wish I knew. I'm just looking at the cast of who else was in this film, The Italian Job, and it's like no one of note. No one. No, at least it would have been harder if we'd clicked on it and been like, and of course, Michael Caine famously starred alongside Dick Van Dyke, and Julie Andrews was the love interest. Like, I'm a little bit placated by the fact that my movie knowledge hasn't failed me to the extent that there was a massive, obvious way to get here.
No, and it's not all lost as well, because I do genuinely believe, like, if we're ever in a hole again, now knowing that if we can think of a Simpsons episode that parodies something...
The Simpsons fallback is big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And The Simpsons, correct me if I'm wrong, but when we had our first win with Scooby-Doo, was The Simpsons the page
I think it might
that
have
got
been.
us to Scooby?
I
Because the
think-
Scooby-Doo
yes.
outrated The Simpsons for the first time
For
ever.
like one episode. Yeah, you're so right.
Yeah.
Okay, Simpsons is going to play a major role from now on. And also, I think like, yeah, it's tricky in that we so often have a strategy that is undermined. Again, it's like, I think Control F is rapidly becoming the hardest rule, something we just threw in there. But that's the problem. It's doing this and the concentration it takes. This is now just turning into like a meeting.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's like, if we have to, this is the press conference. We've just lost.
Yep.
We're sitting down. We're like the Broncos. It's like, you guys just keep losing. What are we now? How long since we've had a win now?
Oh.
Did we win Keir Starmer?
I don't know. Producer
Yeah.
Paige is in the
I think we
office
won.
with
I think we
us.
won the Keir Starmer one.
Keir
Yeah.
Starmer with... Yeah, we did.
Taylor
yeah.
Swift to Keir Starmer.
So that was about 4 episodes ago, roughly. So it's been 4 weeks. We're still not as many losses in a row as the Broncos.
No, we didn't.
recently.
We won the Pauline Hanson. New York Knicks to Pauline Hanson. We lost. We won.
Was that after...
That was after Taylor Swift.
Okay.
So listen, we know there are problems. We still think we've got the cattle. We still think we're on the right track. Obviously, we're getting raw. Our strategy's falling over, but this Italian Job thing proves that we still have ideas to get these links.
Yeah, we're not that stupid. We're doing our best here.
Yeah, we're not stupid.
We're trying.
We're trying.
But
You know what?
best-
We're trying.
Great way to get out of a press conference. I don't know if you saw this before we wrap up, but the Argentinian head football coach yesterday, obviously they lost when we were recording this, it was yesterday, they lost the World Cup final to Spain, and he just couldn't stop crying. And then eventually he said, I'm sorry. And then he just ran out, and that was it. Good way to get out of a press
So
conference.
he just wept.
He tried to, he said some very generic things about letting the country down and, like they tried their best and blah, blah, blah. And then he just wept like a baby.
Are they going to like?
Very upset about it.
Is this team Are they gonna be like national pariahs? How bad was the loss? It's like they got to the final. It's not like they're gonna go home and.
They've made like 3 finals in like 16 years or something. It's pretty good.
So
they've lost 2, won 1.
Yeah.
In more recent times, I think.
I just know how passionate the Argentine fan base is. They're not going. These guys aren't going to be like public enemy number ones when they get home.
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
No.
Because they were pretty stroppy yesterday.
Yes, they were very stroppy. In fact, even our producer Paige, she asked me before we recorded today. She goes, "We upset that Argentina didn't win over Spain." I said, "Look, to be honest, like." They're such bad sports, the Argentinians, the way they carried on. But, I mean, I just really like Messi.
Messi's
but
not
Messi.
Was Messi sort of just surrounded by younger bad sports?
No, I mean, look,
Can he be a bad sport?
He did something during the game that everyone's really off him about.
What did he do?
One of the players, you know the weird rule they brought into this year's World Cup where players, if it's a confrontational moment, they can't cover their mouth.
You can't cover your mouth, yeah.
So Cucurella, one of the Spanish players, it was when an Argentinian guy got sent off.
Yep.
And he briefly, like, touched his lips with, like, one of his fingers. He, like, it was like he put a little
the guy
bit of
being
lip
sent
balm
off.
on.
Yeah.
No. It was another player, the guy with the big frizzy hair, like
Yeah.
Sideshow Bob. Cucurella, he just touched his lips, like maybe they were dry. But he touched his lip with 1 or 2 fingers, not covered his whole mouth. And Messi, like, dobbing on another kid, was like, oh, did you see that? Did you see that? A lot of people didn't like that.
Did he get sent off, the guy?
No, he did not.
Also, it's like trying to leverage a silly rule.
Yes. In a moment where they've lost a man, they're going to see if they can maybe, by the letter of the law, and it
Get
was
another one
deemed that
sent
it was
off,
just
yeah.
a Blistex moment.
Classic.
It was actually an ad for Blistex.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And then he pulled out an umbrella.
Yeah.
It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible.
Alrighty, well, that'll do us. Lincoln, well done. You didn't get us on the Rowan Atkinson rule, but you got us on I suppose the first ever accidental click. So, Oops Ixren, or whatever, will live on in the history of this podcast.
Hang on, you just got the name of the guys from Disney name wrong, but you corrected me at the start, and so confidently.
What?
Are you talking about the guy who co-created Disney?
Who co-created Mickey Mouse, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. What's his name?
I can't remember. It's like Oops Ixren or something.
Well, how come you corrected me on how I pronounced his surname straight away?
Because it was in front of me.
But I said
And
it
we
the way...
we were both reading it.
Yeah, but
I'm
said
doing it from memory. What are you talking about?
I don't know, I thought you... I read it as if it was printed. Go back and check the tape.
Yeah, all right.
We'll have an inquest.
Can we end this now? Or?
I want to have a press conference about it, actually.
Go.
Nah, I'm over it.
Okay.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. Archie's Argentinian blood. All right. If at risk of this never ending, this has been Clickheads. Send your ideas.
Sorry, before we go, review of the Odyssey. Let's go.
You can listen to my other podcast.
I heard it was terrible.
Bretz's Clickheads.
You said you hated it.
I like it.
Why did you hate it?
I like the Odyssey very much.
You
Don't
hated
forget
the
to
Odyssey. Worst
subscribe.
Nolan ever?
Come. No, you're clearly not done. Go on.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm being silly.
Go on.
No, I don't want to fight in front of Mum.
It's okay.
No, I can't.
We're not fighting. We're not fighting.
No, there's nothing else to say. I've just been a bit surprised by some of the negative comments you've had to say about Christopher Nolan this week.
I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that to be out there.
Good.
People will be able to listen to my other podcast and decide where I stand on the Odyssey.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
What are you like delete? I guess you do have access
I
to
do.
the podcast.
Yeah. I've been putting ads in for Clickheads for weeks and you haven't noticed.
How if you just went there? I mean, we have access to all the podcasts here.
Oh, yeah.
What if we just went and like deleted like Foz and Brooks or something?
No, you know
like
what we
the
should
other
do?
like the other radio station. We just like started going through and like I mean, I guess other.
No, that's more noticeable. What we should do, because you can replace the audio, we should just put in the middle of it. We should just put in a moment where we go, hey, if you listen to this, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck
we
you.
hate you.
Listen to Clickheads.
Yeah. Yeah, Clickheads is much better.
Or we like put in like halfway through like a series like Mark and AB, one of the other radio shows here.
This is so deep.
They upload like an interview with the mayor where they're like pushing her about like parking or something. Like, when will there be more parking? And we just go in and edit the audio. So it's like, like do like in the middle of it or something.
It's self-sabotage, but I like it.
Well, so yeah, it is.
Yeah. No,
Anyway.
that's clever.
Okay.
And there's only one way to find out if we do that. Listen to every other podcast that's affiliated with us.
Why would we push people to other people's shows?
Well, you've been doing your own one this whole episode, mate. I think we're up to 4 plugs.
Well, if you started another podcast, I'd let you plug it here.
I do have another one.
What's it called?
Bald and the Beautiful. And I never talk about it.
That's a great name.
Yeah, it's really good, actually. It's outperforming Rogan, but no one talks about it.
Who's the beautiful?
Lucy's on it too.
Oh, he's good.
Woo!
Okay, I'm gonna.
That was good. Love you, baby.
As a friend, if you and Lucy is genuinely great on
Lucy's
air.
my wife, by the way, for
Lucy's
casual listeners.
And she's great on air and she's very full of personality. If you guys did like a Montoya's and started a husband and wife podcast together and called it The Bald and the Beautiful,
Yeah.
and it's like a couple podcast, I genuinely think that'd go pretty well.
Awesome.
I think that's a great idea.
Thank you. Do you want to produce it?
I'm happy to help.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Look,
Oh.
I'm glad you cut the outro off.
Well, this
because
ended productively.
very good.
Look, we went from sniding and bickering to a productive outcome.
That's right. And
Good job.
yeah, that was good. We're shaking hands. And of course, Bald and the Beautiful, get it wherever you get your pods.
Well, not yet. You haven't made it yet.
Bigger than Rogan. Bigger than Rogan.
And Bretz's Clickheads.
You done?
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe to the show and share with the clickheads in your life. Plus, you can send your topic suggestions for the next game to ClickheadsPod on Instagram. Thanks for playing Clickheads.